welcome back. We are going to season our mirepoix today for some chili. I just chopped that mirepoix up. If you didn't watch the previous video for mirepoix, just go ahead and do that. And the first step, we're just going to cook this down. I am going to put in a whole stick of butter. Don't panic. And we're going to put in 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm not going to be able to fit a tablespoon in here. You can either pour it in a bag and then measure, or you can just know that 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons. So here we have 1, 2, 3 teaspoons. That's 1 tablespoon. Plus 1 more tablespoon. 1 more teaspoon. Okay. And just to know which ones I've measured so far, I'll have all my spices on one side, move it to the other side. So my terrible memory will not get in my way. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. We're always leveling that off, so we have exact measurements. I used to just kind of eyeball it until I had my bakery cafe, and then I really had to kind of nail it down what my measurements were. So this recipe I've developed, I did put it in my cookbook. If you saw that on Amazon, looking for Ralph's Cafe and Bakery cookbook. Now we need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Not garlic salt, that has salt added to it. We're going to do 1/4 teaspoon red pepper, cayenne pepper. This doesn't have a leveling thing on it, so my little knife with a nice straight edge. And 2 more. I'm going to do a tablespoon of cumin. Nice, like, earthy flavor and smell to it. So 1 tablespoon. Again, I've got my teaspoon here because that's what's going to fit in my spice jar. So we're just going to know that if we do 3 teaspoons, that's going to equal 1 tablespoon. 1, 2, 3, and kind of make a little bit of a mess. And don't want to waste all that, but at the bakery I had these giant containers, giant spice containers, and you could fit anything you want in there. And a whole tablespoon of chili powder. So again, that's 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons, equals 1 tablespoon. Okay. And you can add a little bit of oil or water. Oil wouldn't evaporate. I usually do just a tiny bit of oil to keep everything from drying out as the butter begins to melt, and then the water from that starts to evaporate. So it would just keep some liquid in the pan, so you prevent some burning there. So this is just my kind of little cookbook that I have with me at the bakery, and I've since published a hard cover and a soft cover. So what I do is I put, this is essentially half of the seasonings that are going to go in my chili. So I cook the vegetables down with half of my seasonings, and then if you watch my next video about cooking the meat, that is where I'm going to add the other seasonings, because I like the seasonings to just kind of, as everything cooks and as everything heats up, the flavor really absorbs into what you're cooking. But you can't really put the meat in here because I really want the vegetables to cook a long time, low and slow, and get nice and soft. And the meat, I can cook that up pretty quickly. So it's just kind of a timing issue. That I'm going to use kind of two pans. I'll use this, and then I can have a separate skillet for the meat, which normally I like to do one pot. Only one pot. I'm not dirty up too many. But that's how it goes sometimes. So, grab a spoon. Okay, I'm going to show you this after it's done. But if I were to show you it cooking, we'd probably be sitting here for like 20 minutes, half an hour. So I'm going to put this on maybe about a medium and just kind of see how it goes. I just keep stirring it. I can cover it, holding all that steam, so even the vegetables that are on top currently are still going to get that heat. But I'm just going to keep stirring as it cooks until what you want to see is the onions are translucent, so you can kind of see through them. They're not just plain white like that. And then when you press on the carrot with your spoon or a fork or knife, whatever you want to use, that you can feel that they are soft enough. Just think about what you want to eat, what kind of softness, what kind of texture you would want if you were biting into a bite of chili, a bite of soup. And most of us are gonna say we don't want it to have like a real crunch or a real bite to it, we want it nice and soft. So don't put it on too high, or else you'll just burn it or crisp up the outside. And once I get this cooked, I'm gonna come back and post either a video or a photo of what it looks like. I will see you in the next one, in the next part of this chili video. And